Chin chin.
Oh, hello. Us again. More G&Ts and more Eurovision.
As is standard.
Welcome along to now the 8th video of GastroGays Do Eurovision, the reactions. If you've just clicked into this one and have not yet seen number 7, where we preview Macedonia, Estonia, Netherlands, and Israel, click the link here. I'm going to put a little box here. There you go. And you'll be able to watch that. In this particular one, we are going to talk about
Romania, Poland, Russia, Armenia,
and Montenegro.
Montenegro.
So 5 countries in total. Very Eastern. We tend to always find Eastern songs have a very similar sound traditionally. Should be interesting to see if that continues the same way this year. Quite a lot of Balkans.
Yes.
So relatively new entrants into the competition as well. We'll have a little listen anyway. If you want to listen along with the songs that we are playing, you have about 5 seconds just after we click play ourselves to click the link to the official video. And if not, just listen to us shout on, really.
And as you know, this is our first listen each and every time. So if you haven't heard it as well, please click through and listen along with us and then tell us your thoughts.
It's a communal experience, really, this is. It can be very, very pleasant like that. We are nearing the end, by the way, of all the songs. So if you have any part-time jobs that we might be able to do afterwards, that would be great. But in the meantime, we're just going to talk about Eurovision, aren't we? So let's begin with Armenia.
This artist was announced a long time ago.
But the song was only out in the last couple of days.
And we've waited a long time for this song. So it is Iveta Mukuchyan.
We don't rehearse these videos. The song is called Long Wave.
Love Wave.
Love Wave. This isn't the 90s and this isn't radio. Let's take a listen. That was the Armenian entry called Love Wave. We're not trying to pronounce the name of the artist again in case we offend.
Iveta Mukuchyan.
You do that.
I'm
girl.
sorry, Iveta. Yeah. I do not know how to pronounce your
name. Your thoughts?
Dramatic.
Aye.
There was a long pregnant pause where I thought the song was going to explode, and then I was waiting, and then it finally exploded into the chorus. It's very hard to follow. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of keys. There's a lot of different sounds, drums, pipes, everything. So it will take a couple of listens to actually kind of form an opinion of this song. But from what I can surmise so far, I like it. Dramatic, typical Eurovision, quite an Eastern sound. Yeah.
I'm with you completely. I will even go as far to say that is one of my favourites so far.
Okay.
One of my other favourites so far is the Icelandic entry, and it has similar hallmarks to that because
they're very close neighbours as well.
Oh yeah.
Side by side.
Gotta buy you an atlas for your birthday. Very, very interesting.
Come together.
Yeah, come together. Why not? Which of course is the theme this year, in case you're wondering. It is an interesting sounding song. It is quite dramatic. I wasn't expecting that from Armenia. They haven't really, in my opinion, had any real standout songs since they entered in 2006. Nothing especially memorable. And this really, really is. It's very, very strong vocally in terms of its sound. Strong. It has a real lovely Eastern sound as well. Very native to Armenia, I'd say. I reckon it will do well. It could be one of their higher placings, but of course they have to get through the semi-final. They're performing in the first half of the first semi-final. Now, if this is the first song, that whispering and the kind of
the whispering,
the narratives at the start might be a really, really interesting way to begin the contest.
Yeah, it would be strong.
It would be. Not like Engelbert Humperdinck starting the contest, as he did many years ago, where it was a bit boring and dull. But this, with as you said, the pregnant pauses, the way it builds up, and it really does build up to quite an explosion vocally. Oh, it's quite exciting. Really, really impressed with you, Armenia. Thank you for a lovely song. Moving on, what's next, my dear?
Poland.
Poland, lovely.
Michael Szpak.
Now, as you know, this is the first time we listen to these songs. There's only a couple of the selection process that we are listening and watching with great interest. But we had seen a lot of the fan blogs tweeting about the Polish entry, saying that the person who came second would have won it, and this song is going to lose it. Let's have a listen, and we'll tell you who we agree with.
First, though, this country was top of the bookies' choices before the selection process, and now it's like way, way down. So maybe that tells you something, but we're going to listen with opening.
It is called the Eurovision Song Contest, not the Eurovision Bookies Competition. Let's take a listen.
So that was Michael Szpak with Colour of Your Life.
For Poland, and if you did watch the video, we do implore you to watch the video because it's quite funny. There's one guy in the audience who really isn't happy with the result. He's just standing there sulking.
He's
like this, going, not happy. Right. I'm with the critics on this. This is not great. It's a bit... It's hard to summarize it in words because it's a bit disappointing when you had a lot of high hopes because everyone was like, oh, it's going to win, they're going to do so well. It's actually really meh. That's all I have to say. It's just meh.
Eloquent.
I
really like this song.
Really?
I really like it. He has an amazing voice. It's
I'll give him that.
It's Eurovision by numbers. It has 2 key changes. Not 1, 2.
In quick succession as well.
Hair goals.
Yeah.
I really like this song. I think it's Eurovision. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't really understand what the backlash is about now. I haven't seen the selection process, so maybe the stronger song did come second, and maybe if I heard that as well, I'd have a completely different opinion, but I like it.
We can change the selection process. The
like
fact is, this song has been chosen, it's going to Stockholm, get on with it. Whether it does well or not is another question. I do get the vocals. It's just a bit boring. It just doesn't go anywhere. Bar the 2 key changes right after.
What more do you want?
I want something more than that. It just is a little bit boring. But he is a very strong vocalist, and I say in an arena, it will work. It will tick a box in that arena, which I suppose is quite important.
I mean, in a contest where a lot of strong singers enter, and in the lives and in the final, they stumble because of their vocals. They simply are not made to perform in that way. For him, it seems absolutely effortless. These notes just come out of nowhere. It's so seamless. So maybe he will deliver an impeccable performance live.
This is the thing we pointed out a couple of weeks back about how we're trying as much as possible to listen to the track live. But
it's always good to get a glimpse of the performance as well.
Because it's purely so important to hear it live. At the end of the day, that's what you and I and the general non-fan public is going to be watching and listening to. And if their vocals are great in the studio version but it's rubbish live, obviously it's not going to do well.
Yeah.
We've been burnt by songs before as a result. Okay. We'll agree to
so divided on that one. Let's go on to 3 of 5,
which is
the next song we have is from Romania. It is Ovidiu Anton with Moment of Silence.
Let's take a listen. Okay, that was Moment of Silence, which is the Romanian entry. I enjoyed it. It is a very, loud song, very rocky song, which I normally don't like, but I do like it in this instance. I did enjoy the slight S&M tribute on the side of the stage. That was fine. You a bit opinionated on it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a lot to say about this song.
Should I get a packet of crisps or something?
Maybe you should leave me alone for this one. No, Romania always do well. They have gotten into the final every year for the past 10 years on the trot. So
Even more?
I think that this song will probably be in the semi-finals when it comes down to the last few countries who they announce. I think this will be probably the last one, and everyone will go, didn't expect that. Firstly, Xena Warrior Prince in the corner can go away, please.
I'll take them.
And this is, if you saw our last video with Macedonia and Calliope, this is everything that I wanted her song to be that it's not.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that I like this song either. It's a theme. It's a themed song.
It's a performance.
It reminds me a bit of Lordi, and I've never liked that song or the kind of theme around it. I think that the contest is way beyond that at this point, and that it's more than just the costume and the dramatics. So this will probably get into the final. I wouldn't be surprised, but I also wouldn't be too happy with it as well.
It's in the second semi.
Which, from what I remember from hearing on Twitter, is very weak.
Yeah, well, looking at the countries and looking at what we know so far, it is a bit weak, actually. We'll see. We'll
I did take a shady sip there because I threw too much. So let's go on to the next one. Now we've got Russia. Okay, so we knew this was coming for a long time as well. Apparently he's the Russian Justin Timberlake. He's very, very famous. Everyone knows him. He was announced a long time ago. He's called Sergey Lazarev.
And before we even listen to this song, I'm just going to point out, and it's something that a lot of people keep pointing out. They're doing this like-for-like comparison about how many views a song is getting on YouTube and yada, yada, yada.
That means nothing.
That is so irrelevant because Russia is the biggest country in the entire contest. It is the only country that spans as many time zones as it does. So instantly, if this guy is as popular as you are saying he is, of course many millions of people, in fact 2,037,000 people have listened to this song on YouTube already. Of course that's going to happen. But it isn't to say that it's an amazing song. Let's listen and find out.
Yes.
How rude of us. We didn't actually introduce the song, but that was Sergey Lazarev with You Are the Only One, Russia's entry for this year's competition. Okay, let's be honest here. Okay, are we judging the song as a song?
Yeah.
Just the song as a song, okay. And then we'll go on to anything else about Russia. Right. As a song, this is one of the best tracks I have heard in the whole competition. It helps that he is an absolute babe. That really helps. If this video, now this is a video rather than a performance of a live, if that is anything to go by, this is going to be an incredible production.
We're talking about the song. Did we not
agree? I know, but it's a package, but shut up, you know what I mean. It is a very strong song, very catchy, very sing-alongable. And
trademark.
Yep. And it's really powerful. It's so catchy. It's one of those songs that makes your ears prick up a little bit, that make you think, I like this.
Excuse you?
Rather than, just being a bit boring. It's exciting, it's a nice song, and it revs me up a little bit. for the competition. Okay, what about you?
I also love this song. I love it. I think it is Schlager to the nth degree. The key changes, the keyboards, the everything, about it. It is tacky Euro trash tastic, and that is exactly what we needed. Schlager is not dead, and this is testament to it. This will do really well.
This will
really well. If it isn't in the top 5, I would be shocked.
I agree. And it's a lot better than last year's as well,
which I hated.
Yeah. I didn't mind, but it was. It's an interesting.
And that
one.
Came second.
Now, putting into context whose entry this is, it upsets me because I absolutely love this song. And if it won, in terms of the song contest, I'd be very happy. But as an out proud gay man, I would not be happy to have this. I would not be happy to see Russia hosting Eurovision again in 2017. Even if the song is absolutely amazing, it would make me absolutely fucking sick to see this song and that country winning.
When we didn't agree that they deserved to win it when they did.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the strongest song.
And time has moved on so much in terms of how they treat gay people, and let's face it, the Eurovision without gay people would probably be dead and buried at this point. It is such a huge following of it. And it would be very, very upsetting to see the heart of the contest being taken out just because this abomination of a country, as far as I'm concerned, with their rules and their laws, has come along and won. The song is flipping amazing though, and this is really frustrating, and this is going to be an issue. People are going to boo in the stadium because Russia are performing. Fact is though, this song is amazing.
How can you boo through this song?
How can you boo this song though? It's so good. You'll boo it politically, but you won't boo it for any other reason. And he's ripped as hell. It's gay bait. It's ridiculous. It's just such a disconnect as far as I'm concerned, and it really, really messes my head up that this song is looking to be a favourite so far, and it looks likely if it all goes its way, Russia will host 2017. That's wrong as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, politics aside, this song... No, I just get very passionate about it, honey, that's all.
And also on the point that we made earlier on about YouTube views, which I don't know where that even came from, but anyone can click a million times, which if you want to do, you could do that to our Eurovision videos. But on that same point, with the voting changes, let's just remind ourselves that a country like San Marino and a country like Russia, even though the votes and the people are a continent and a tiny portion of Europe, they are equal weighted. So they can give the same 12, even though there might only be 100,000 votes here and 10 million there.
At the end of the day, it's all 12 points. Well, in this case, 24 points. But
so I don't believe in that thinking of views, because it comes down to what every country individually votes on the night, and this is where the voting changes will really shake things up. So there's nothing certain, there's nothing guaranteed other than how great a song is.
I liked your Dima Bilan reference there. He said, I believe.
If you believe in miracles.
No, that was Romania.
They can come through.
Let's move on. Is this our last one? Oh, we've made it to the end of the road. Montenegro. We visited Montenegro randomly. In 2015, we kind of love the country, so we did a lot. So we have a lot of admiration for the country. So we're hoping for good things. We hated last year's entry,
except he got really far.
Yeah, it didn't get like into the final in place of Ireland, which is a bit frustrating, but anyway. And this song is called The Real Thing, and it's by a group called Highway. And Montenegrin highways are very fun to drive on. We'll leave that with you. Take a listen to this.
So that was Montenegro, Highway with The Real Thing. So that sounds like when I was 13 and I went to an emo rock concert and there was a support act that you didn't really like, that you had to suffer through, and you were kind of like, this is fine. It's kind of like the song or the band I'm here to see, but it's not as good, and it's kind of noise. Your thoughts?
What she said. Exactly the same. To dissect it a little bit more, the verses sounded like a completely different genre of music to the choruses. And I much preferred the verses because they actually sounded really, really good. And it ruined itself. It just became noise in the choruses, and I really did not enjoy that. If anything is to be said, it is a departure for Montenegro. Or very
In some way. Don't know
departure
where.
out of the competition, perhaps. But it's an interesting type of song for them to send, considering we didn't actually hear much of this type of music when we were there. But but it is different. It's very different to last year's entry, which we really didn't enjoy. I prefer this. I do not see it progressing into the final at all, although it does tick that rock box, and it might be performed a bit better. It might be interesting to see rather than listen to. We will find out. Who knows? In the meantime, though, that looks like we've made it through this marathon of songs.
Aren't you sad that there's only 1 week left, though?
There is. Let's look up
At this point,
okay.
there's 1 week left.
Yeah, okay. Terrible.
For the countries to tell us their songs.
Terrible, but there's many, many weeks still to come. Let's take a look and figure out which countries still have to declare, so you know what to expect in the next couple of weeks. Well, week, really.
Yes.
So we have Croatia. We have Greece.
Now we know some artists.
Well, that's not
we
relevant,
don't know
though.
Other artists.
It's not relevant because we're not listening to the artist, we're listening to the song itself, though. So I suppose it's hard. It's hard to equate, but we'll know everything. It's the full package as it going into Stockholm by next week. For Croatia, Greece, they've even released the name of the song. They've been teasing us for a while. San Marino, the aforementioned San Marino.
Azerbaijan.
They look like to be the last on the 14th of March to declare. Czech Republic have been quite cagey about their entry. It's been due a bit earlier. It was due at the end of February, now it's due in March, so maybe they're mixing it down somewhere. We're getting full confirmation of Malta's entry because, of course, Ira Losco is apparently changing the song, which is a bit of a shame. I like Maltese entry.
So do I.
You love her. You've grown. See, you've grown. Changed. Australia's declaring, as is Lithuania, as is... That it? Looks to be. Bulgaria. That's it. And then, of course, Sweden. The final is on Saturday night for the Melfest. Yes. So lots of exciting things still to come. And then we are completed with our reactions to the songs, and then it becomes into the analysis of it all. Oh, it's like a football match, isn't it?
I bet you can't wait.
Yes. So again, thank you as always for watching. We do really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, tweet us at GastroGays over on the Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us.
Yeah, all that jazz. See you next time.
Bye-bye.